Okay, so you're going to have added a half of a skewer to the bottom of one of your flowers to make it taller. This triangular arrangement for the certification test, it has to be 18 inches tall and 18 inches wide. So you should have a wire on your table. Okay, now this is 18 inches tall from the table, not from the top of your arrangement. So from the table, it's going to be 18 inches tall. So I am going to do this with this actually facing towards you. So when I say to put it in the back of your foam, on mine, it's going to look like this, but on you, I want you to place it like that. Does it make sense? At the back. Okay, so it's 18 inches tall. So it's 18 inches tall to the top of my flower, and I want this to lean backwards just barely. Just barely. So it's not quite 90, it's just a hair backwards. And it is going to go in at the center at the back of your foam. All right, then we're going to put in the two arms. And to do that, because this has to be 18 inches wide as well, so you're going to take your wire and you're going to lay it on the table. And you're going to try to make it even. And then from the top of the flower on one side to the top of the flower on the other side, it has to be 18 inches. Okay, so if I were going to cut this, I would take my flower, I would set it across my foam, I would find out where it touched the top of that flower, or the top of that wire, and I would cut it about an inch into the foam, right? Does that make sense? Okay, so you can still measure it the same way. So you're going to lay your flower here, you're going to put it about an inch into the foam, and then you're going to fold it down until the top of that flower touches the end of your wire. And then it's going to go straight into the side of your container. And you're going to do that on both sides. And if you're having trouble getting it to stay, you can add a little piece of floral tape. Okay, so yet again, I teach this differently than the lady just did that we watched on TV, than Cheryl did. So my next flower that I'm going to put in is going to be the belly button flower, and that's the one that faces straight towards you. So it's going to be short. So it's going to go to about the middle of your hand if you were to cut this. And then it's going to go directly into the center of your foam. And it's going to angle up just slightly. So here's my example from the front. There's from the front. And then I turn it sideways, and there's from the side. So from the front, from the side. Okay, so there's our outside framework. So we have the outside frame, and then we have this bottom flower is going to be as far forward as anything goes. That's going to be your furthest forward point. So the next flower that we're going to put in is going to go directly in front of our tallest flower, and it's going to just go straight up, and it's going to go, when you measure it, it'll go about 2 to 3 fingers from the bottom of this flower. So if you were going to cut this, you'd pull it to the edge of your table, drop it down, look and see where it would go about an inch into your foam, and then that's where you're going to cut it. And then we're going to set it straight in, straight up, and then it should have 2 to 3 fingers width right there underneath your flower. Okay, so we have the head, we have the arms, we have the belly button. Now we're going to put in the wings. So my wings are going to be my green flowers today. Now this is an important one. They are going to go in a line with my top flower and my arm. So you can take and like draw a line there with your wire. And it needs to fall on that line. So they're going to go in kind of close to the back of the foam, but they are going to lean forwards just slightly. And they are going to go in a line straight down right here. And then I'm going to turn it sideways. They're sideways. All right, my last two flowers are my eyeballs. Okay, now these like to finish off our victory V. So you're going to have a V. Look at your diagram up here. You're going to have a V from the wings down to the belly button. Do you see the V? So we're going to finish this off. Now these two eyeballs are going to go at an angle like this. They're cheerleaders, so they want to go right here. Not like this, and not like this. They're going to go just a nice victory V to finish off the V right here. So they're going to face forward. They're going to finish off this line. Like so. We're only using 9. I know you have 10. We're only using 9. There's the side. There's the side. There's the front. Now you should be able to, I have made this little cheater bar here. The black section that I colored, that is the side that's going to go on the table. But this is 18 inches wide and 18 inches tall. So you should be able to check it. So I'm going to pass this around so you can check your arrangement and make sure. And when I say 18 inches, it's to this corner, and this corner is 18 inches. So you'll have to look and make sure that's where the tops of your flowers touch.